Okay, so coming to the final project's code, so you can see here. So this is the basic HTML template that I have created. Okay, you can see here. I have created three files: index.html, index.js, and index.css. So in the index.html, I have wrote a complete design, complete HTML related data and all in the index.html. So first you can see here, this is your basic HTML template. So in the head, you can see this. I have just given the title as web app, weather app. So when you go to your app, here you can see this weather app. This is your particular web application title. Okay, and also I have imported the complete CSS data. Okay, so coming to the body, in the body only we are going to write the complete design for the website, right? So you can see this. For the complete body, what I have did was I have given the radial gradient with two colors, and I have mentioned color as white. So you can see here the radial gradient blue and also the brown. Okay, and the color of the complete text will be by default. Now I have kept it as a white color of that for that particular text. So if you want, you can change the color. So for example, if I am going to, I'll just copy this again now. I'll just change it to some other color. If you want, you can see this. Okay, based on your requirement, however you want the colors and all, you can change the colors. Okay, you can change the colors however you want. So I have used the radial gradient so that you can see here it came as a circle, right? Inside the this thing you got a little bit like this. Got it? So however you want, you can change it. So I will kept everything as the default. Now how it is look like. So once I shared the code, you can modify it accordingly. You can analyze the code, everything, and then you can understand everything. Okay, so here you can see I have given the header name for the particular this thing. This is the h1 tag, where I have given the heading for the complete app, what it is. So you can see here area with pin code and weather finder app. So we are going to find out the areas in the particular pin code and also weather for the areas, right? So this is the animation part. Okay, this is the animation part. I don't know whether you will understand or not, but try to go through the animation code. It won't be much difficult because we have already discussed about the complete this thing, like how to use the animation keyframes and all, right? But it will be little bit tricky for you to understand, but it's okay. You can go through the CSS code so that you may understand that. Okay, so this animation little bit tricky, but you can understand if you analyze properly. Okay, so after this animation part, we are going to have our main data. So I have divided everything into two parts. I have divided the complete after this I have divided into two parts. First part is for the pin codes and service areas. Second part is for the areas, to get the weather details from the particular area. So first we will see the pin code data. So you can see here I have just mentioned a label where I'm asking user to I'm just informing user that please enter a 6-digit valid pin code. Okay, so and also I have created a simple input. So for the input, you can see here I have given the design in the CSS. So for the input, I have given the design. This is the design that I have given. I have given the border radius and height, width, and also the font size inside, how it should look like. All those things that I have given. Okay, and also I have created a button. So for the button also you can see this, the common design I have created. And hover, if you take your cursor onto that particular this thing, how the color should change. Okay, so here I have mentioned the hover so that whenever we take your cursor onto the particular element, I'm just going to change the particular element's background color. Okay, here I have mentioned the background image as red yellow. Whenever you take in your cursor, so you can see this, whenever I take my cursor, red and pink, right? Blue and pink, it was changed to blue and pink. Got it? This is the simple design that I have done for input and button. Same for the weather also I have did. So okay, the design for this one and this one will be same. So whenever we click on this particular button, what I'm doing is I'm calling a function handle pin code function. You got it? I'm calling a handle pin code function. You can see here I have imported a JavaScript at the end of this before this end of the body tag, before the closing tag of body. Okay, so whenever we click on the particular this button, okay, whenever we click on this button, I am calling handle pin code function. Okay, and then we'll see now how the handle function is going to work. So I haven't explained you about the API, fetch API, how to use the fetch, how to fetch the data from the third party APIs, all those things, because we have been ran out of the time, so we didn't get the time to understand that. So but I will just give you the brief. So API is nothing but application programming interface. Okay, API is nothing but application programming interface. So whenever uh, we are implementing some sort of data in the front end, so we need to get something from the back end. Back end in the sense of where we are having the complete data. So for example, you can consider any application where you are going to log in and your data will be there. For example, if you consider the Facebook itself, so in the front end point of view, you can see only the UI, right? But whenever you enter your phone number, password, everything, then you are going those things are going to validate, right? On that time what you will do is whenever the user click on the particular button, so you are going to hit some sort of API. That means you are going to send the data whatever user has been entered to the particular API in the sense the link. Okay, that link will be provided from the backend. That link will be designed by the backend. So okay, through that link, what the in the backend they will do is, in the backend, whatever the data that they have received, they will verify the data with the database, whatever it is stored. Okay, if it is verified with the database, then they will return some sort of response. It is verified or not. So you can get the response. Okay, so after getting the response, then you will redirect to the particular pages, home page or something else. So whenever you go to home page also, you will get the complete profile details, everything, right? Those details also you will get through the APIs. Got it? So for example, you can see this. If I inspect, go to networks. So for example, if I am going to enter 603.103 and click on search, you can see this. You can see here API got hit, right? So you can see here this particular API. This is the link for the API. https://api.postalpincode.in is the API. Okay, if you go to the preview, you can see the complete response. Response or preview both are same. Okay, you can see the complete response. So you can see the complete details of the API. So from that details, we will show the required data, not the entire data. Whichever the data that we want, we'll show that one. Got it? This is how the APIs will work. So now also what I did was, so I have used two APIs. One is for getting the area names with the pin code. One is the getting the weather details with the area name. Okay, you can see here for getting the pin codes I have used this API. This is a free API. You can get it from the internet. So free postal pin code API. You can just search this so that you can get. So I think they have blocked. Something happened to the particular website. So okay, from this website, if it got opened after some time, you can see. So from this website, you can get the this link api.postalpincode.in, so that it is free of cost. So you don't need to pay anything for this particular API. Okay, so from this API, you will get the response. So whatever the response that I am getting, what I am doing when I'm showing it to on the UI. Got it? So you can see here where is our HTML. So what I have did, whenever user click on this button, handle pin code function I am calling. So where is this function, handle pin code? So you can see this handle pin code function. Okay, in handle pin code function, what I am doing, first I am checking whether the length of this particular data that user has been entered. Okay, whatever the data that user has been entered, I am checking the length of the data, whether it is not equals to the six digits, then I am returning some sort of message, error message. Okay, this invalid error message I have mentioned here. Please enter a 6-digit pin code. Okay, so for example, you can see here, I'm just entering four digits. You can see here, please enter a 6-digit pin code. You got it? So this message dot well, you can keep this one here so that the data also will get empty. So for example, if I search proper pin code, you can see we got the data. So if I search some wrong pin code, you can see we got the error message. Please enter a valid 6-digit pin code. You got it? So what I am doing, if it is valid 6-digit pin code, then I am calling this function get areas in pin code. Okay, here what I am doing was I am hitting the API. Okay, I am hitting the API. This is the API. So I'm using a fetch library. This is the JavaScript default library where you can perform fetch operation. Like you can perform HTTPS different type of methods like get, put, post. Okay, all those operation like delete, all the things that you can perform. So here I'm fetching the data from this particular API. Okay, and the response.json I'm returning it to here from the particular function. So you can see here, where is this? Yeah. So this response, what I'm doing is, if I got the response data, okay, if I got the response data, then what I am doing, so you can see this response of 0.pincode.length, I am checking whether we have the data or not. Okay, if we have the data, then what I am doing, here you can see this is an array, so that we have the map function, right? So map function is a like loop, right? So with the help of this map function, so with the help of this map function, what we can do is we can assign the complete data into the particular variables. So if we search a particular pin code 52430, you can see this list of data. So with the help of this map function, what we can do is we can loop the data, right? This map function, I think I already explained you, right? I hope you guys already know that how the map function will work. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with the map function, you can use the array also, no problem. Got it? Okay, so this is how the pin code will work. And when it comes to the survey, this one, what do you call weather related data. When it comes to the weather related data, the same. I have mentioned some sort of label here. Please type your area name, and also a simple input, and also a button. So here, whenever we click on this button, I am calling this function. I am calling this get weather with area. So where is this? Yeah, get weather with area. This function I am calling. So this is the API. This is the API. So you need to get the, this is our API key. So this you need to get. So I will show you the website. I think so if you search this, you go to Chrome. From here you can search. So whether API, yeah. So from here you can create your own account. From here you can just sign up. Okay, from here you can sign up and you can create your own account. So once you created your account, this particular API key will be there, and also you can get the complete API related document. So you can see here how the particular this API will work, what data needs to be mentioned. Okay, you can get the what data that you can get. So everything it is there. So I have used this free version so that we no need to pay. So if you want, you can take the other versions as well based on your requirement, but for only for your project it is not required. You can just sign up here and you will get the unique key. You can get your unique key. If you go to the weather, okay, go to, if you log in, then you can come to here, means it will show your API key. So that API key you need to mention it here. So I already registered, I have simply created a dummy account. So this is the API key for that particular account. Okay, so we need to mention that, and here you need to pass the area name. Okay, you can see here. So here what I was doing was, so I am reading the data area name dot value dot length. If it is there, then what I am doing, I am passing the area name to the function, this function. So from this function I am hitting the API. From this function I am hitting the API, I am getting the response. So once I got the response, then I am checking whether I got a proper response or not. If I haven't got a proper response, then I am showing error message. Otherwise I am showing the success message and I am showing the complete data of the particular API. Okay, so this is what your project, guys. So if you have any doubts about this project, you can ask me. So if you have any doubts regarding this project, you can ask me. I will share the complete code, and also I will prepare some sort of documentation for this one, and I will share that one as well. Okay, so any doubts, if you have any doubts, please let me know. You can feel free to ask the doubts. I'll stop the